ম্যাম ম্যাম
বলো।
ম্যাম আপনি
বলো।
কি ইয়েস ম্যাম আপনার স্ক্রিন এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে, শেয়ারিং আমি অন করে দিচ্ছি।
দেখা যাচ্ছে তো?
ইয়েস ম্যাম ইয়েস ম্যাম
হ্যাঁ, রেকর্ডিংটা স্টার্ট কর।
ইয়েস ম্যাম রেকর্ডিং হচ্ছে।
ওকে।
Connection to a network to publish and subscribe to information. Mobile computing as a generic term describing ability to use.
Hello, all of you, please mute. I just want to ask, are you able to see the presentation? I am showing a PowerPoint presentation. So all of you are able to view the presentation or not?
No, ma'am. Presentation we are not able to see.
So let me know, how can I understand that you are not able to view the presentation? Wait. I have entered from 2 devices. As a participant also I have entered. Wait.
Welcome to my class of mobile computing. Today we will start with first lecture of this subject, Introduction of Mobile Communication.
No, so I don't think all of you are able to view my screen. Now just listen to what I think what I am explaining, these things are clear to you, isn't it? Hello, participants, please respond.
Yes ma'am, it is audible to me, but I don't know about others. I'm asking them.
So you are.
It's audible to me too.
Okay, so you are able to hear what I am saying, isn't it?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You cannot see the video, but you are able to hear what
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am.
Ma'am, I am able to see your video also.
It's fine, good.
Welcome to small, portable and wireless computing and communication devices. Mobile computing describes the application of small, portable, wireless computing and communication devices used when mobile is changing its location. It requires wireless network to support outdoor mobility and handover from one network to another network. Handover is a term which can be understood as switching or changing from one network to another network. Challenges of mobile computing are mobility, context aware application, naming and locating, routing data and messages, reliability in the presence of disconnection, data management, transaction model, security, and seamless mobility. The term mobile computing is used to describe the use of computing devices which usually interact in some fashion with a central information system while away from the normal fixed workplace. Mobile computing technology enables the mobile worker to create, access, process, store communication information without being constrained to a single location.
I want to stop my screen sharing. Let me ask some questions. What all you have, since this is becoming one-way interactive class, so I want to listen from all of you. What is your idea of mobile computing? What is your idea of mobile computing? Anybody have any answer?
I'm not sure, but mobile computing basically, when we are dealing with our machines, they are at a very large scale. There we don't need to think about the uh, basic electronic circuits and all, as it is in a bigger scale or bigger version. But in case of mobile computing, we are viewing the same thing which we are that are available in our computer with a different interface, I guess. I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyone else want to try, or no? Should we directly go to some explanation, more explanation? Since I was explaining, so I think I will continue with my explanation. I am again sharing my screen.
Ma'am, we
Now
are not
this-
able to see the presentation.
Now
Now
this time,
we are
are you able? Yeah. Now
Yes.
this time, able. Fine. Wait. Let me run the slideshow. Now you are able to, right? So,
Yes.
this was the subject name, paper code, etc. This is first lecture. You will find in syllabus also, introduction of mobile communications. These are the course objective. Identify the basic problems, strengths, and current trends of mobile computing. We need to explain the current wireless networking mechanism for mobile computing, create novel mechanisms and system for supporting mobile computing, analyze the performance of different networks and algorithms for mobile computing. These are the course objectives. What are the course outcome? What you all will be able to understand? Describes wireless and mobile communication system and be able to choose an appropriate mobile system from a set of requirements. Be able to work around the strengths and weaknesses of mobile computing. Understanding the interface of a mobile computing system to hardware and networks. Design applications on a mobile computing system, interacting with servers and database system. So these are some of the points. Mobile computing describes, actually what is mobile computing? Mobile computing describes the application of small portable wireless computing and communication device which is used when mobile is changing its location. Mobile means it changes position from one point to another point. Also, it requires wireless network to support outdoor mobility and handover from one network to another network. Challenges of mobile computing are mobility context aware applications, naming and location, routing data and messages, reliability in the presence of disconnection. Even if disconnection happens, then also it remains in a reliable manner. Data management needs to be done since the user is always on move. So data management is also a crucial factor. Then transaction model, security and seamless mobility. Seamless mobility means when a user is moving from one place to another place, then it remains seamless. The user is unaware that he is moving from one place to another place, but all the services that he is getting, it remains seamless. So these are the challenges of mobile computing. This remains the challenges, how to provide seamless service so that user cannot understand the details of the technology which are lying behind. Traditional mobile computing research focuses on user, mobile device, interface design, authentication, innovative application, security, improve the performance, software defined radio, mobile infrastructure, integration, and wired with wireless system internetworking. So these are the traditional mobile computing research areas. Yeah. How to integrate different software, radio waves are coming, how to manage those. These are, and also improve the performance since 1G to 2G, 2G to 3G, the services are getting improved. Then nowadays we are talking about 5G also. It supports seamless mobility, that is quality of service. So quality of service is also important. Quality of service needs to be maintained. Consumers always talk about the quality of service. Even if you consider yourself, you also talk the connection of Jio is good or the other mobiles connection are not that good. So these are one of the factors when the consumer choose over one service provider to another service provider based on the quality of service that is being provided. Modeling analysis, mobile agent, ad hoc network, and wireless test beds for technology evaluation. These are different services or different challenges, different functionalities provided through mobile computing. Features of mobile computing: a technology that is capable of providing an environment which enables user to transmit data from one device to other device without the use of any physical links or cables is known as mobile computing. This without it is wireless, just the basic features of mobile computing, that it remains wireless and the device, all the devices are movable. It means data transmission is done wirelessly with the help of wireless device such as mobiles or laptops. Whenever any device is connected to a network without being connected physically over a link or cable, data transmission such as messages, voice recording, videos, etc. can be done by using the concept of mobile computing. Up to this point, is there any confusion? If there is any confusion, you can ask.
Ma'am,
Yes?
ma'am, I have a question. Like when we are dealing about the data transmission, the basic thing is every device is the mobile computing device is mobile, as it means the person, if he is moving, then also the connection is not getting disconnected.
Yes.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask if in phone we use it for both the purpose. One is this calling and through this calling, messaging, and etc. And also the other features like Wi-Fi or the internet facility. So are these both under this data communication ways? Means are these both included or just we are dealing with the
All the features. It is not, when I am talking about mobile computing, I don't want to say that only calling and receiving the call. This is not mobile computing. This can be done with the help of a device which doesn't have internet facilities also. So this can be, but you are talking about that only calling and receiving, sending SMS. This is not a feature of mobile computing. This is simply telecommunication system. Let's say when we are talking about mobile computing consists of all the features like when you are doing video call, when you are receiving MMS, when you are doing WhatsApp, you are checking your mail, your drive, Excel sheet, Word application, all these features, photography, all these features are part of mobile computing. And also if internet facility is not there, then also mobile computing will not work, or the features of mobile computing will not work. Voice recording features, video, then seamless transmission. When you are moving from one place to another, suppose you are moving in, even these days after the mobile services have improved, or there are different technologies that are being incorporated, even in metros. When earlier all of you must have seen that in metros, it was not possible to listen or attend any call. But nowadays, if you move in a metro, you will find that the connections remains there, and all the callers, they can receive the call, they can talk, send SMS, even you can watch a movie when you are moving in a fast metro. But earlier, that was not possible. I hope everybody has traveled in a metro and have experienced that, isn't it?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Features of mobile computing: easy to handle and carry these small devices. Data can be transferred easily between users. Collect simulated data to current zone or your time. Times can be set. I think everyone is aware about the different time settings that are available. Arbitrary network, easily connect to other environment and transmit data. Having fast processor speed, good battery life, huge memory capacity, barcode scanner, camera, global positioning system, and durability. All these are features of mobile computing. Now, anyone is having any confusion in any of the feature? They can
Ma'am.
ask. Yes?
Ma'am, that means those mobiles that were launched initially, which did not have these internet banking facilities and all these things, those were not applicable for mobile computing. Means those were not cannot be used as a mobile computing.
You are talking about mobile where only receiving and calling is possible, or some other features are also there?
Yes, ma'am. Like the first mobiles that were there, then the phones where only we could use calculator, alarm, message receiving phones,
You cannot say that they are not. They are definitely they are mobile devices. Even those devices which don't have the facility of sending mails or SMS, they are also mobile. Like in earlier system when 1G was there, they were also mobile devices. But the features, these days you find smartphone, but even you will find in your home, maybe your grandmother or grandfather, they are using old mobile which only have the facility of calling and receiving. They are also mobile devices, but they don't have all the features of mobile computing. They simply receive the call and they talk, they can call. They can send SMS while they are moving from one place to another place. So that also comes under mobile computing. But all the features, like the features which you are seeing current, easy to handle and carry these small devices, this can be done with any small device which don't have the facility of sending mail or which don't have the facility of accessing internet. Data can be transferred easily by users. This can be partially done with the help of SMS and nothing more. They are also mobile devices. They are also having features of mobile computing, but very basic features. Only calling and receiving up to this. But you cannot say that doesn't comes under feature, because you can use that mobile from calling from one end of the earth to another end of the world, isn't it? So
Yes, ma'am.
so they are also mobile computing, but they don't have those
They have
features.
partial features of mobile computing.
Partial and very basic features. Very basic features. Like GPS, even if we consider camera, okay, GPS, barcode scanner, battery life, I think, although it is my personal experience, the battery life is poorer in smartphones than in those phones which we used earlier, isn't it? Those small phones of Nokia, they were having
Yes, ma'am.
much
Not,
more
not only ma'am,
good battery.
personal. Yes, ma'am. Personal use. Ma'am, in smartphone
Yes,
we also have this radio, FM radio facility. Is it also a feature of mobile computing?
can say it is a feature, but those, yes, it is a feature of mobile computing, because when you are moving, even then you are able to listen to call. But FM radio you will not be able to listen when you are going in a metro, because
Yes.
that requires yes, connectivity. Yes, so that is also a feature of mobile computing, you can say that. Like mobile computing, we can say that is a human computer interaction in which a computer is expected to be transported during normal usage, which allows for transmission of data, voice and video. Like computer is being transported, but since if you talk of a desktop, then you cannot even a laptop you cannot transport while you are on the move. So it must be a mobile, which allows for transmission of data, voice and video. Mobile computing, actually it involves mobile communication, mobile hardware. Basically there are three components, main component. One is mobile communication, mobile hardware and mobile software. Communication issues include networks and ad hoc networks and infrastructure network. I don't know you are aware about ad hoc network or not. Ad hoc network is simply a network where when the person are moving, then they are using that network. That is ad hoc network. Ad hoc network and infrastructure network, like I am sitting at my home and I am using that Wi-Fi device, that can also be an infrastructure network, as well as communication properties, protocols, data formats. Protocols and data formats are also present. Whenever you are communicating from one device to another device, there must be some protocol, else it will not work. Hardware include mobile devices or device components. Mobile software deals with characteristics and requirement of mobile communication. You need certain mobile communications which are involved. Now, if we come to the different features, elaborately, if we want to look at the features, we can find that, suppose portability. What does portability means? Devices, nodes connected within the mobile computing system should facilitate mobility. It should be portable. This is the first and foremost requirement. These devices may have limited device capabilities and limited power supply, but should have a sufficient processing capability and physical portability to operate in a movable environment. Connectivity is the another one of the feature. This defines the quality of service. In mobile computing system, the network availability is expected to be maintained at a high level with the minimal amount of lag or downtime without being affected by the mobility of connected nodes. Interactivity. The nodes belonging to a mobile computing systems are connected with one another to communicate and collaborate through active transactions of data. Individuality. What does individuality means? A portable device or a mobile node connected to a mobile network often denote an individual. A mobile computing system should be able to adopt that technology to cater the individual needs and also to obtain contextual information of each node. The information related to each and every node must be there. Principles of mobile computing. This I have explained. Portability, connectivity, interactivity, and individuality. All of you please go through this, and if anyone has any confusion, they can ask. Anyone, if they have any confusion, they can ask. I don't think anybody is having confusion up to this point. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
No confusion since I have already explained it. Let's come to mobile computing applications. I think before going to applications, we need to learn about certain limitations also. What are the limitations of mobile computing? Does anyone have any idea? Any idea related to limitations of mobile computing? If anybody can add something, they can tell me. Anybody have any idea relating the limitation of mobile computing?
Ma'am, without any network, that time it partial of the applications work.
Anyone else who doesn't have any, like expandability and replaceability? These are the features, expandability and replaceability. These are the limitations where you need a strong network connections for expanding the network from one place to another place. Also, we can say when I'm talking about a smart device, okay, when I am asking about a smart device, it lacks the support of BIOS, basic input output system. Their bootloading capabilities are limited as they can only boot into a single operative systems. So this is one of the limitations. Also, security standard is a very challenging area. When working mobile, one is dependent on, we can say, the public network. We depend on public network requiring careful use of virtual private network. Security is a major concern when we are talking about mobile computing standards. Also, one of the limitation which none of you are, I couldn't understand why all of you are silent. Power consumption. Don't you think power consumption is one of the limitation? Whatever is your configuration of the mobile, then also you need power consumption is huge. Suppose you have charged your mobile. If your mobile is new, maybe it will give you support throughout the day without charging. You are on a move, you went to your office or somewhere where it is not possible to charge your device, then it is okay. But suppose you are in a place where you cannot charge, then battery consumption is a matter of concern. Huge amount of consumption is required, isn't it? All of you felt this or not? That battery consumption is one of the concern?
Yes, ma'am, battery
I think
concern. Especially
yes,
for these smartphones, like the number of
Yes,
applications we use, depending upon it, the charge is running out faster and faster.
exactly. Especially when you are accessing internet, if you switch off mobile data, fine, your mobile will continue to work. You can receive call, you can send call, you can receive and call. That is okay. But when you are working, or when you are working on, say, office, you are accessing drive, you are accessing mail, then battery consumption is really a matter of concern. So that time is less than 5 minutes. Let us quickly we look at the certain applications of mobile computing. Traffic. During traveling in traffic, if we require to know road situation, GPS, GPS, all of you are aware about GPS, isn't it? All of you use GPS, although GPS sometimes shows wrong paths also. But still, everyone, even Ola, Uber, these uses GPS heavily. Emergency situations. In worst condition, only decentralized, wireless, ad hoc network survives. It can handle emergency situations like earthquake, tsunami, flood, and fire, etc. There are certain emergency situations that need to be that are or where mobile computing is heavily used. This is a diagrammatic representation of mobile computing. You can find its application in mobile learning, mobile email, mobile sensing, mobile healthcare, mobile gaming, mobile social networking, mobile commerce, multimedia, shell. These are different types of applications where mobile computing is used. Even even in banks also, in bank facilities also, m-commerce, mobile commerce is it falls under mobile commerce. Mobile computing, you can access your bank account, you can transfer your bank account, each and everything can be done through your mobile also. All the operations which you can do physically by going to a bank, you can do that in your mobile. So these, when you are traveling, suppose when you are traveling, then there are different travel apps like one of the example is like Google Earth. It is one of the travel apps where you can find maps and each and every information about a country, about the place where you are traveling. So these are the different applications of mobile computing. Someone can suggest, does anyone have anything else they want to say about mobile computing application which I have not covered? Anyone? Okay. So everyone is silent. Let me, I will finish the class. Yes. I will finish the class in a minute. So what I want to say is that resume for next class. I think Rituparna has already generated that meeting link and she has sent it in the group also. So the resume the next class, it will be of cloud computing. We will learn about the first class of cloud computing. What is cloud computing? What are its applications? Similar things which you have learned about mobile computing, course objectives, course outcomes, what you will be able to learn about mobile computing. All things we will learn. So there is something more, increased management effectiveness for estate agents in courts also. These are the different applications. Hotel operations for estate agents, mobile automation. Now mobile computing services, software as service, cloud computing, such as what we can do when in next class we will study this part. Since there is less than 1 minute, so I will not be able to explain these features. We will continue in next class, 1 or 2 the remaining slides, and then we will start with another new topic in the next mobile computing services. And I will share assignment link and question links to the WhatsApp group which we have created. Each and every day I will